So we're in Santanella right now. Santanella is 10 miles from Los Banos. The landscape, the soil here, you can see. You see what the type of soil we have here. See all the brown fields right there? Now, this is architect landscape. The architects, they do know what to put in the landscape. They put plants that are gonna tolerate this type of soil. This is a purple fountain grass. And this one will do well here. As long as you water it, it'll do well. But on the winter time, when they go dormant, all you see is this. See? What a faker. During the winter, that's what you see. You see like a dead hay bush. Now, there's another one, for example, lantana. Very resilient, so they can tolerate this soil. They recommended the right ratio of soil amendment. They design the soil perfectly for the plant. It's only for a short time, because if you add a little bit of compost, you don't want to add too much because you might kill the plant. Look what happens after a while. See? Because the soil is bad. Look at the deficiency on the plant. If you add tons of compost and if you take the risk to go a little bit extra with the compost, you're adding nutrients for the long term. Not just for the plant to survive the first year, but in the long term, you're gonna be adding more nutrients. So this has gotta be at least 15 years of growth right here. This is probably 6 months worth of growth here. You see there's different plants. This is Roselia, it's doing great. Okay, so over there, 15 years worth of growth. This is less than a year. This is probably 9 months. We remove the dirt. Remember over there how it was like rock? Look at this thing. Man, it smells good. Look, signs of life. Look at that. There's the worm right here.
Moisture and compost.
What do you call that? Nematodes?
World of difference.
Look, another guy.
Nematodes are almost microscopic.
There's one here. There was another little one here. There's another one here. Can you imagine, if I can see them, can you imagine the ones that I don't see? It's crazy. This section here, these plants that you see here are doing beautiful. We didn't do anything crazy about it. We didn't test the soil. Yeah, we didn't have any science into it. We did not, what do you call that when you rip the roots? We did not disturb the roots, I guess, or no?
Yeah, pretty much no disruption of the roots.
So basically what we did is we did a little hole and we put the plant in there and then boom, 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 boom. We removed this much dirt and we brought in sand and compost and we mixed it with the 6 existing dirt. I don't remember if it was 3 equal parts, but what we did is we removed the dirt and we add compost and sandy loam. And that was it. No signs involved, nothing. We know that the soil, here, I'll show you the soil. You can see a little bit of the sandy in there, a little bit of sand down there, right? Then we cover it with the green waste mulch. That's the trash that we get from gardening service. We pick up the gardening, the clips, the wood from the tree pruning, the grass, the weeds, the Bermuda, everything. Throw it into the grinder. We chip it and then we grind it. And then we cover it with that. Now this right here that we're standing on right now, this is exactly what it was on that side about a year ago. I want to show you how simple it is to plant stuff. No science involved, nothing crazy. It's just mimicking nature. That's all you have to do. If you go to the forest, the soil, it's gonna be nice and soft. So we try to mimic nature and then nature will do the rest. So all we did is we speed it up. That process. It takes a long time in the forest, but we did a quick version of that by removing the soil, bringing the compost right away and the organic material. So here, let me show you what we had here. Look, this is, I haven't touched anything. The soil here is all good. Same. I'm gonna pro this right here. Look how deep it goes. Look at that soil. That's crazy, right? Now this right here, 9 months ago, was exactly like this one outside here. I will break it.
Wow.
It doesn't go in, look, if I go more, it's gonna break it. We brought compost and a little bit of sand, and we mixed the 3 together, and then we backfill the same area for planting. By adding nutrients in there, the organic matter, that depth, it's not only for the plants to get established, but it's also for the plants to live and for a long term. Because when you're adding food to the microbes are working for you. The microbes are eating the organic material and they poop it out.
And when they die, the plants eat the bodies and the nutrients.
Yeah, it's nutrient all the way around. And guess what? When they're digging, they're making porosity.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, tiny little holes.
Tiny little holes. So you get more oxygen and you get percolation of water. So it's like a win-win. The microbes, they're loving it because you're feeding them. The plants are loving it because you have a better soil. And then the final product, we see it on the top. So again, let's go in there. Let's pick a random area. I'm gonna probe again. I'm gonna probe it here again. This is probably softer here because it's like a low spot and we were working here, so there might be a little bit of organic material here. No, it doesn't work. Let me help it a little bit by keeping it straight here. See, I'm holding it so it doesn't bend. See, and I'm pushing really hard and it's still, look, how much? 1 inch maybe? No, I'm not even gonna look, I'm not gonna pick a spot. I'm just gonna go and stop. I'm just gonna do it anywhere, here, right here. Look at that. Sick.
All the way.
Look, I can even go more. Look at that. Look at that. Isn't it crazy? Look at the moisture too. We can read the moisture right there.
Oh yeah, and it's not too moist either.
You know? Wow.
Because the percolation, the air percolation.
Crazy.
It's not soppy at the bottom. That's amazing.
So down there, there's still humidity. Okay, so this is a good example of foxtail farm. See, full sun here. It's doing great. This is a Russian sage. They look great, but in the summertime and the winter, they go dormant, so you get the brown sticks. Yeah, we installed all this 3 years ago too. These pinto palms, those are cool because you get the dates and you can make wine with it and they taste good. There's a yarrow. Remember how I was saying about during the summer how they turn brown? Look at this aloe tree or Hercules, pretty cool. Primordial. Multiple trunk, yeah. So yeah, so the multiple trunk, it makes a big difference. Yeah, when you see the structure, especially when you have lights at night, it looks really nice. So when they get mature, this is 3 years old when we planted. They were really kind of big, but again, all this was planted not too long ago. This is a Oklahoma red bud. It doesn't look, it's a little stressed out, yeah. And this here's the other Desilerian. Well, all right. That's a blue agave. This can do well here. This is like a desert type plant. So this is a hotel mission. Right now, he's digging this deep trench, really deep, just so that we can plant those shrubs. We're gonna plant those all the way around this square area right here. But we're going deep because we want to make sure that the shrubs do well. So we're gonna put nice dirt in here, mixed with compost. Look at this, this is beautiful. So we're in the middle of this desert, I call it a desert. And look at these beautiful oases here. This is the time when you wanna look at plants and decide what you wanna plant next year, next spring. Why? Because this is the end of the summer, November, elections. Election days were yesterday. You can see how the plants are doing. The plants that were able to tolerate 100+ degree weather and they look nice, those are the type of plants you want to incorporate next year. So here's some olive trees. We made these pots out of steel. We bend the steel, we put rock on the bottom, we drill holes, and we put the acid to make it rust. Then we put a clear coat on it. Indian half-turn.
So what's this plant here that's ground covered?
Puda Creek.
Do you recommend it for landscape?
Oh, that's a fast grower, but you got to keep it trimmed all the time because it gets thick. It gets thicker and also aggressive. It'll cover all the plants. It'll shock all the plants, so you got to be on top of it in the summertime. Palo Verde is beautiful, especially when you get multiple trunk because of that. Look at the beauty. Now, they require maintenance. You have to trim them all the time. You can see this is a fresh cut right here. Like we cut them recently because they get too heavy, and if you don't cut them, they'll break.
And the black bees are all over them.
Yeah, that's
see
cool.
That on the video. So
they require maintenance because the trimming you have to do at least twice a year to keep them like this because they grow really fast, so they get full too heavy. And then also, if they get full, you don't even see the inside, and that's the beauty of it, you know, to see the structure. And so that's one thing. The other part that there's no maintenance is the watering. Once they get established, you don't have to water them anymore. In fact, if you're watering too much, they'll break right at the base. So it's not good to water them. Look at this DG. This is so organic. I love it. Licenciado del bien. Aquí está. Este es el patrón de los patrones. Es que estamos haciendo un video aquí. de las plantas ahí. So it's pretty cool the design of this place, where you have the architecture, the mission style, the tile, the earth. It's amazing. Green Spire Unanimous. That's the name of this hedge. This used to be a boxwood, Japanese boxwood here, and everything got replaced for this one, and they do better. They look really nice, actually. We built this entire side, what, 3 years ago, maybe 4 years ago? That right there, that is like, I don't remember how many feet deep, 6 feet deep or so. This is cool. Again, it's mimicking nature. So what it does, this whole thing here, is a biofilter. So you can see the gravel right there. That's probably like a 4-inch gravel or river rock. Below that, there's probably like a 1 inch. And then below that is probably 3/4 or 1/2 inch pea gravel.
So the stones start big and they get smaller, smaller, smaller to act as a filter.
And the water is actually coming from the main pond over there, under the stream of water, to this pool that is under all the material that we just mentioned. First, the plants, then the river rock, then the other rock, another rock. And then right at the bottom, there are crates, plastic crates. And then inside those plastic crates, there's the water, there's a pipe pushing the water from over there from the pond, directing the water here at the bottom of all this material, pushing the water up, mimicking the water springs in nature, right? So this is the main pond. Right there, that's an intake. So the pumps are there. This is the intake area. See, all the water is kind of going there. So the gravel is also helping as filtration. From there, there's one pump pumping water to the top of the water fissure. And there's another pump to the wetland over there, the bio filter. And then from there, it's coming this way here, filter watering with no need of chemical. We throw that piece of wood there to cover some controls in there. So there's a control box in there. This is a catmint. This is a nice plant. It has flowers and it helps like a ground cover. This is the giant bird of paradise.
Great.
So this is the wall. This is all concrete here, center blocks. And we create a texture, but it's all covered. This is creeping fig. It's great for walls. If you want green on your walls, this will attach to the wall easily. Look at the palm trees that were brought in from the desert of India. This DG, so this is new. The one over there is DG, and then we add the stabilizer, the glue. This one is already in it.
The flower and the leaves are edible.
Really?
Yeah.
What do you call this?
Nasturtium.
Nasturtium?
Yeah.
You can eat the, are you sure you're not?
100% sure.
And the leaves too?
Yep. What's it taste like?
Wow. Woo. It tastes like watercress. It does, no?
Kind of spicy.
Yeah, like watercress.
Yeah.
You can make ceviche with this.
Oh.
Yeah. Look at this water fissure. That's pretty cool. So there's a plastic basin down there with the grates. So the water goes through there, goes through the rock and the grate, and there's a pump, and then pump the water back up to the top of this. This is a Mexican pebbles. Nice rocks. This is a nice creek.
Yeah, it looks nice.
This is a mix of Mexican pebbles with the salt and pepper. Yeah. These boulders here those are actually local. It's cool because we don't have a lot of boulders here, but they were mining the local quarry, and they were not able to run this through the crusher, so they put them on the side, and I bought them. I figured I'll use them one day, and then nice. Wow. They are nice. So it's a mix of local with California, Mexico, the Baja California coast, and the salt and pepper is from north of California. More vegetation in the middle of the desert. Look at, I just wanted to show you the contrast. That's what it was before someone had a vision to convert this into an oasis.